Greetings, fellow explorers, and welcome back to our channel. If you're joining us for the first time, we're delighted to have you here. We delve into the captivating world of mythology and folklore, unearthing tales that have shaped cultures and civilizations across the globe. Today, we're journeying into the heart of West Africa, specifically for the Ashanti people of present-day Guyana. Our focus of this adventure, none other than Anansi, the spider god of a character that is intriguing as he is enigmatic. Anansi is renowned for his cunning and wit, often using these traits to overcome challenges and adversaries. But there's more to him than just trickery. Anansi is a symbol of wisdom and a master storyteller, his tales woven with threads of knowledge and life lessons. In some narratives, his influence is so profound that he is seen as the creator of the universe. So sit back, relax, and prepare to be enthralled as we spin a web of tales and enter the intriguing world of Anansi. Whether you're a seasoned mythology enthusiast or a curious newcomer, there's something in his stories for everyone. Let's begin our journey. Anansi, a character whose influence extends far beyond his origins in the Ashanti folklore. The Ashanti people, who hail from the vibrant country of Guyana in West Africa, have gifted us with the tales of this unique character. Anansi, whose name means spider in the Akan language, is often depicted as a spider, a man, or a combination of both, depending on the story. Anansi is a trickster known for his cunning and wit, and often uses these traits to his advantage. But Anansi is also a symbol of wisdom and knowledge. His stories passed down through generations are life lessons and moral teachings. But what makes Anansi truly fascinating is his duality. He's a trickster, yet he's also a teacher. He is small, yet his influence is vast. He's a spider, yet he takes on human characteristics. This duality makes Anansi a complex and intriguing character, one that continues to captivate audiences to this day. So join us as we weave our way through his intricate web of Anansi's world, exploring his tale, understanding his character, and uncovering the wisdom hidden in his stories. Originating from the Ashanti people of Guyana, Anansi is often depicted as a spider, a man, or a combination of both, depending on the story. Anansi is not your typical deity. He embodies characteristics that are both endearing and exasperating. He's a trickster known for his cunning and wit, and often uses these traits to his advantage. But Anansi is also a symbol of wisdom and knowledge. His stories, passed down through generations, are filled with life lessons and moral teachings. The Ashanti people possess a rich and cultural heritage, characterized by their unique beliefs, mythology, and rituals. Central to their culture are the deities and mythological figures that serve as both spiritual guides and symbols of important values, such as wisdom, unity, and resourcefulness. At the heart of the Ashanti mythology is a pantheon of deities, with Nyami as the supreme god, revered as the creator of the universe, and Asiya, the earth goddess, who nurtures and sustains life. These mythical beings are not just characters and stories, but integral elements of the Ashanti worldview, influence every facet of life. Ashanti mythology is deeply interwoven with the daily practices and rituals of the community. From the Ade festivals that honor ancestral spirits to the vibrant kente cloth, each cultural expression is infused with spiritual significance, connecting the Ashanti people to their divine heritage. Anansi's tales are such a prominent and familiar part of Ashanti oral culture that they eventually encompass many types of fables. This is evident by the work of R.S. Rattery, who recorded many of these tales in both the English and Twi languages. Anansi is a character that defies the conventional image of a god. He is not a towering figure of power and authority, but rather a small and seemingly insignificant spider. Yet, it is this very incongruity that makes Anansi such a compelling character. Anansi is a trickster, a role he embodies with delight and cunning. He is known for his cleverness and his ability to outsmart others, often using his wits to overcome challenges that seem insurmountable. His tales are filled with instances of him outsmarting not just other animals, but gods and even death itself. Anansi's trickery is not just for his own amusement, but often serves a purpose, to teach a lesson, right or wrong, or to simply survive. Anansi is not just a trickster, but he's also the symbol of wisdom and knowledge. His stories are filled with clever solutions to problems, insightful observations, and wise lessons. He is often portrayed as the one who brought knowledge and stories to humans, making him a revered figure. Anansi's tales often revolve around themes of cunning versus strength, wisdom versus power, and small versus big. In these tales, Anansi, despite his small size and seeming insignificance, often comes out on top, proving that brains can indeed triumph over brawn. Anansi's character is complex and multifaceted. He is both the hero and the villain, the wise and the foolish, and the trickster and the tricked. This duality makes his tale all the more engaging and thought-provoking. So, as we explore his world, let's keep in mind that things are not always as they seem. In Anansi's worlds, a small spider can outsmart a god, wisdom can come from the most unlikely places, and a good story can change the world. Anansi is the king of stories, the trickster, the joke maker, and the teacher of those who would follow these traditions. He can be summoned by those with the gift for stories, either to listen to a well-told tale, or to help someone who is talented but just beginning to become a master storyteller. Anansi is the child of the godly manifestations of his mother the earth, Asiya, and his father the sky, Niami, and he is a true representation of all things on heaven and earth. He has many children with his wife, Easo, but the most notable child is Nikuma, a boy who plays a significant part in one of the most popular legends regarding the bringing of wisdom to the world. Anansi appears to those he interacts with as a spider, a man with spider-like features or some mix of both, most commonly a spider with a man's face or head, or a man with 8 legs. He is always playing tricks, telling stories, or causing some other form of mischief. His interactions in the world have been very important because he brings both stories and wisdom. Anansi is best known for his ability to outsmart and triumph over more powerful opponents through his use of cunning, creativity, and wit. Despite taking on the trickster role, Anansi often takes center stage in stories and is commonly portrayed as both the protagonist and the antagonist. The stories of Anansi are believed to have originated from the Ashanti people. They were later retold by the Akan people in Guyana, and from there the stories spread throughout West Africa. These spider tales were transmitted to the Caribbean by way of the transatlantic slave trade. They later spread to the West Indies, Sierra Leone, and the Netherlands and Antilles. Anansi is a cultural icon in West Africa and the Caribbean. This legendary character is a spider who is often depicted as a trickster, a hero, and a teacher. The tales of Anansi have passed down for generations through oral storytelling, and they continue to be popular today. Spider tales are found extensively throughout West Africa, but the Anansi tales originating from Guyana are among the best known, as Anansi's name comes from the Akan language for spider. Anansi is depicted in many different ways and with many different names, from Anansi to Kwaku Anansi to Anansi, to his New World iterations such as Bayanansi, Kopa Nancy, or Naz Nancy, Aunt Nancy, or Sis Nancy, even though he is always depicted as a male in his stories. Anansi also has a family in several of his folktales involving of him, his long-suffering wife Aosi, and their children. For many West African communities stripped from their heritage, homes, and history, folk traditions became an arc to protect and preserve their cultural lineage. From the Akan peoples of West Africa, the myth of Anansi the spider became both an escape from suffering and an outlet for the emancipation of both mind and body. Stories from Anansi became such a prominent and familiar part of Ashanti oral culture that they eventually encompassed many kinds of fables. Anansi, being a central figure in Ashanti folklore, serves various roles such as hero, villain, moral inspiration, and source of comic relief. Folklorist and anthropologist Harold Corlander recorded popular Ashanti stories in 1959, adapting them for his book, A Hat-Shaking Dance, and Other Tales from the Gold Coast. Some of the popular stories include All Stories Are Anansi, Anansi and the Oldest of Animals, Niami's Well, Two Feasts for Anansi, Anansi's Plays Dead, and The Porcupine's Hoe. Historically, Anansi's myths and stories serve as a source and outlet for resistance and revolution. Anansi's stories often depict the small spider outsmarting his powerful enemies with cunning and trickery. These narratives resonated with the unjustly enslaved people, as they too were in a situation where they were seemingly powerless against their much stronger adversary. Anansi's tales became a source of inspiration, igniting a spirit of resistance among the enslaved people. They saw parallels between their own struggle and Anansi's triumphs against the odds. His character and tales become a vessel to channel resistance while maintaining historical lineage of a displaced culture. These stories were not just a form of entertainment, but a subtle form of protest against an oppressive colonial regime. Even in the modern age, Anansi continues to be celebrated as a national folk hero in Jamaica. His stories are told and published worldwide, symbolizing key aspects of Afro-Caribbean culture, and serving as a vital link to the African past. Anansi's tales continue to inspire and empower, reminding us of the enduring human spirit and the power of cunning and wisdom in the face of adversity. We also find an association between Anansi and the moon. He is linked to the various lunar phenomena such as eclipses. This association further enhances his symbolic importance, linking him to the vastness of the cosmos and the cyclical nature of time. In addition to his lunar associations, Anansi is also linked to the elements of earth and sky. In conclusion, Anansi the spider is a symbol of intelligence, wit, cunning, and resilience. His tail serves as a beacon of hope and resistance, providing valuable lessons of survival and wisdom. His association with the moon and his representation of all things on heaven and earth further enhance his symbolic importance in the Ashanti culture. His tales continue to be an integral part in the Ashanti culture, reminding us of the power of wit in overcoming adversity. Anansi's influence extends far beyond the Ashanti people. His stories have traveled across continents and generations, influencing cultures and societies around the world. From the Caribbean to North America, Anansi's tales have been adapted and incorporated into various cultures, reflecting the universal appeal of his stories. Today, Anansi's tales continue to captivate audiences worldwide. They inspire, entertain, and impart valuable lessons, resonating with people of all ages. Whether it's a story about outsmarting a powerful opponent or a tale warning against the dangers of greed, Anansi's stories remain as relevant and impactful today as they were centuries ago. In conclusion, Anansi's stories serve as a powerful tool for imparting wisdom and moral lessons. Through entertaining narratives and engaging characters, they explore themes of greed, wisdom, and the significance of small creatures, leaving a lasting impact on listeners worldwide. The enduring popularity of these tales attests to the timeless appeal and the universal truths they encapsulate. And so we come to the end of our journey into the world of Anansi, the spider god from Ashanti folklore. We explored his origins, delved into his character, and discovered the profound influence and importance he holds in the cultures that revere him. Anansi, with his cunning and wit, has spun a web of tales that continue to captivate audiences across the globe. His stories, filled with wisdom and life lessons, remind us that size and strength are not always indicators of true power. In the world of Anansi, it's often wisdom, creativity, and resilience that triumph. As we part way with Anansi, let us carry with us the lessons that we've learned. Let us remember that things are not always what they seem, that wisdom can come from the most unexpected places, and that a good story has the power to change the world. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the world of Anansi. We hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button and share this video with your friends and family. And if you haven't already, do subscribe to our channel for more fascinating tales from around the world. We'd love to hear your thoughts, so please leave a comment below. Till our next adventure, stay curious, stay inspired, and as always, happy storytelling.